So I hadn't seen my friend. He was visiting from the US and I hadn't seen him in 2 years. I meet up with him and at first, we're just like having a nice chat, having a good laugh. It's really nice energy, but we sit down somewhere and I'm just like this. I'm tired as shit and there's hardly any words coming to flow. And fast forward a little bit, we're at dinner, laughing our asses off, and I'm having a peak experience. Now, I wanted to share this with you. I wanted to explain what happened. When I was feeling tired, yeah. But as a process of that, I was starting to be like less social, not really say much, go really quiet. And some people might assume like, stop panicking in that situation, like, oh, what if he doesn't like me, la la la. But I was so comfortable with, I just said, yeah, like, sorry, bro, I'm a bit quiet at the moment. And he said, yeah, don't even worry about it. And that made me even more comfortable with not being able to say that much or just being in a little bit more of a low mood for a little bit. And then momentarily later, we're at dinner cracking up. And this taught me something really interesting that I didn't think I knew. You can still make an interaction really positive, even if you have had a terrible one most of the way through. When you meet up with somebody, it's probably going to be awkward for a bit, but you can still make it a really good friendship if you just when you start to get comfortable and you talk more. And just believing and having that faith in yourself that you don't need to be speaking all the time really makes a big difference in how close you get to people. You know, there was this time where I met up with a friend of mine. I haven't seen her in 3 years. And as soon as we got there, I just didn't know what to say. She was talking. She was doing most of the talking. Luckily for me, she's a very like extroverted person and friendly, and I've known her most of my life. But I had no idea what to say, and so it was kind of a bit dull. But a bit later, she started like making jokes about me. Like, I don't know how to explain this. She wasn't being disrespectful to me, but she was kind of like making jokes out of things that I would do and creating inside jokes. Even if it's not funny, she would just laugh at him until it became funny for me as well. And that's when I learned that you don't really need to say anything that's deep, that's very deep. You can just kind of tease somebody, make as many jokes as you want, and eventually it's gonna be funny. Especially if somebody likes you. If somebody already doesn't like you, then making jokes around them, I don't think you could ever make them laugh. You know, one night my friend and I were eating dinner and we went to go on the swings because we're basically like 5 years old mentally. So we're there, we're hanging out, and we get up for like 3 seconds and these kids snipe. They go and they swoop down and take our swings. So me and him are crashing out. So we start trolling these kids a little bit, like making jokes, kind of taking the piss. Obviously nothing, too bad, but we're being a little bit like, probably a bit immature. And we're teasing these kids and everything, and we start swearing like crazy, and we didn't even notice it until one of them was like, hey, I know that word. My mom told me not to say that, or something like that. And my friend and I are just looking at each other, and the kids threaten us that they're going to tell their mom that we were swearing. And he was like, my friend said, "Oi, they won't believe you though." And I don't know why this was just such a funny moment to me overall, but I know that we have a lot of moments like this because we're okay with people thinking certain things about us, with, acting like a little bit childish sometimes, doing dumb stuff. And there's a reason him and I are so close, because we're not judgy at all. We're so willing to just have a good time. And of course, we're not going to go knock out some kid or something, but we didn't do anything really wrong, but we were just having a laugh and kind of taking the piss a bit. And I have some advice, bro, because it's so nice to have all these things, to be super close with people, but there's a problem if you're not doing that, if you're lonely, if you feel like you're by yourself. And I realized that what you need to do is just reach out to somebody. There was this time where I had a really good friend in my city, but I just hadn't seen him for so long. All I did was message him out of the blue one day. And after a while, he introduced me to a lot of friends. I was literally with him last night, and he's been a great person to me. Even though we had a falling out, we patched it up and we've become a lot closer. Just because, even though we had a huge falling out, just after a year, I just reached out and was friendly to him again and tried talking to him again. Thanks for watching the video, bro. I hope you have a great day.